BBC Radio Wiltshire.
Make a difference.
Right now, though, back to Make a Difference with Kelly Morgan. What have you found for us?
Hi, Marie. Well, look, if many of you, like me, were absolutely glued to the BBC psychological crime drama Luther, then you might know actress Ruth Wilson better as Alice Morgan, that fantastic anti-hero. Well, Ruth has just become an ambassador for UK Mask Force, a not-for-profit organisation determined to source and deliver urgently needed PPE equipment to wherever the need is greatest. And I am thrilled to be joined by both Ruth and Antony Sainthill from UK Mask Force. Welcome to you both.
Hello.
Hi. Anthony, let's start with you.
Kelly.
Hi, good morning. Can you tell us a little bit, please, about UK Mask Force and how you guys came together?
Yeah, sure. We're a team of 10 volunteers, including medical experts, entrepreneurs, professionals, and many of us ex-military, who've come together in the last 2 months. We've formed this new not-for-profit organisation to help overcome the continuing crisis in supplies of PPE for many healthcare workers. And together we aim to raise £300,000 in donations within the next 6 weeks to fund the further purchase of urgently needed PPE for delivery to other points of greatest need within the healthcare system throughout the UK, as you said. We've developed a network partnerships within the UK and also around the world where PPE is not available in the UK to help us with sourcing supplies from reliable manufacturers and delivery to selected beneficiaries.
It sounds absolutely, this is a huge operation.
Sorry.
It's a huge operation, Anthony. And Ruth, on Monday, you were part of the team delivering 1,000 pieces of PPE to Bramley House home in Mere. What sort of a response did they give you when they realised it was you delivering their masks?
They were thrilled. I mean, they were thrilled to receive those masks. I mean, before COVID, I'd never heard of PPE and what that was, and suddenly it's become very clear that this is not a problem that's going to go away anytime soon. You know, so many people throughout this pandemic have died who shouldn't have because they didn't have adequate protection. But what I didn't realise, and what Mask Force is providing, is that there are still many, many care homes, hospices, dental practices, GPs that are outside the reach of the NHS or Public Health England that are still not receiving adequate PPE. And this is what Mask Force has been set up to do, is it has a really efficient procurement and distribution channel by which it can get PPE to those most in need. I went down there on Monday, and Wiltshire is I didn't grow up in Wiltshire, but my mum and dad moved there 5 or 6 years ago. And that community in Mere has really welcomed my parents in and me. And, you know, if nothing else, this pandemic has sort of made me appreciate the importance of community and of supporting your own community. And, you know, today what we're asking for is, like what Anthony said, is donations, both individually and businesses, to help support those places most in need. And often when you donate sort of money to charities, you don't really know where it's going. But this is a very specific task at hand, Mask Force, and you will see exactly where your money is being directed and how it's helping out your local community, which is going to need this PPE on an ongoing and have an ongoing supply over the years to come.
Absolutely, Ruth. Well, if people want to join you in supporting their community, £300,000 worth of donations is a big target in 6 weeks. Mm-hmm. So how do they go about getting in touch and supporting the cause?
Kelly, all they need to do is to visit our website, which is www.ukmaskforce.co.uk, and help us make a difference by donating. Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, Ruth Wilson and Antony Sainthill from UK Mask Force, thank you very much for joining us. How about that, Marie? Having your mask delivered by Alice Morgan from Luther. That must have been quite a sight, and it's such an important cause. I think Antony and Ruth spoke brilliantly about it there,
yeah,
didn't they?
Definitely. And dealing with such a massive need of these masks, because some people just don't know how to get their hands on them and where and how they can afford it. So a hugely important thing to do. And Kelly, thank you so much. I know you need more stories like this, don't you?
Do indeed. Please keep them coming. The number you can call us if you have a story about making a difference is 08000 283366, or of course our email address wiltshire@bbc.co.uk.
Amazing. Thank you very much.